What's up, people? Today I'm going to show you how to use or how to make a one-time pad cryptography table using the characters A through Z. As you can see here on the left, I just wrote A through Z down there, and I'm going to continue this table, and I'm going to write B there, C, D, E, F, and I'm going to continue going down. I'll pause the video, and when I get down to the end I'll show you what I'm doing. Let me just pause it real quick. Okay, so now I'm getting down towards the end here. W, X, Y, Z, and then put A. And go back up to the top. C, D, E, F, G. I'll pause it. Show you when I get back down to the end of the bottom. Okay, so on this third line right here, X, Y, Z, A, B, and go back up to the top. Continue the next line, D, E, F, G, H, I, and I'll pause it and show you when I get down to the bottom again. Okay, here I am on the fourth line towards the bottom, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And now for the fifth line, E, F, G, H, I, and once again I'll pause and I'll continue, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. And the next line, F, G, H, and I'll just continue making the rest of this. I'll show you how it looks here in a few minutes. Alright, here I am working on the last line, and I start off with Z, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y. Okay, so here it is, the table. From left to right on the top, you go A, B, C, all the way X, Y, Z. And of course, on the left column, A, B, C, all the way down to X, Y, Z. So this is called a A to Z one-time pad cryptography table. And the way that you would use it, well, let me show you by example. Hold on a second, let me write some stuff. Okay, as you can see, I wrote a message, hello world, and I have a key. Just some random characters, R, K, G, O, P, E, W, H, E. Now the way that you encrypt this, hold on a second. Tell the marketer. Okay, so the way that you encrypt, here's the process. It's called let me see if I can hold this right. Encoding is a process of multiplication. Multiply. There we go. So encoding this message, hello world, with this crypto key right here, just some random text. I have to multiply the H and the R. So the way I do it is I go over here to H and I follow it down to R, which is right here. So I go all the way down to R, and there's my first encoded character. It's a Y. So I write Y. Let me just make it look like a multiplication operation. Hello world times R, K, G, O, P, E, W, H, E equals Y, and then E times K. So E, and then you go down to K. So E all the way down to K is a O. So there's my second encoded character. L times G. L, and then go down to G. So L, go down to G is a R. So my second encoded character would be R, L times O, L all the way down to O, L down to O is Z. O times P, O all the way down to P is a D. W times E, W times E is A. O times W, O times W is a K. R times H, R times H is a Y. D times E, D times E is H. Okay, so there's my, that's what's called encoding. So this is, if I wanted to send you a secret message, I would text you YORZDAKYH. And if you and we knew the same password, if you knew my password or my key that I'm using, which is RKGOPEWHE, then you would be able to take this encoded message and be able to decode it and know what I'm telling you, that I'm trying to tell you, hello world. So in order to prove that, let me just do like this. Let me make sure I don't mess this up here. Hold on a second. Okay. So it's not a multiplication process, it's just actually the opposite. You could think of it like division, but it's just a backwards way of doing it, just the opposite. So R, first you start at the R of your key, and then you go over to Y. So you go down to R, and then move over to Y, and then follow it up, and then you end up with H. So H. And then K should go back to O. Start at K, go over to O, go up, there's your E. Start at G, go over to R, G, go over to R, and then go up, it should be L. So as you continue this process, it'll come out to be hello world. So here's what I'm saying. Let's say, for example, I wanted to text you. Get my other cell phone out here. I'm going to send a text message to, who can I send a text to here? To Virginia. Okay, I'm going to send Virginia a text message. And that text message is going to be YOR. I'm going to send her this. So I'm going to type it on my phone. Use all uppercase letters, make it easier to know that this is an encoded message. YORZDA KYH. So now I'm going to send. So now Virginia has an encoded message, and she won't be able to decode it unless she knows the password or the key that I used, RKGOPEWHE. Of course, she'll just look at that text and she'll say, huh? She won't know what it's about. But anyway, there you go. Hope that helps you understand how to do A to Z one-time pad cryptography.